So students, before working out the problem, I would like to discuss another important topic, that is interpretation part. This plays a very vital role in this chapter, wherein while interpreting the balance sheet in case of a comparative analysis, these are the key points that we have to remember while giving the interpretation. Firstly, we have to judge the short-term solvency position of the company. How we are going to judge the short-term solvency position of the company? The first basis is compare current assets. That is, current assets must be always financed out of current liabilities. Then we can say that the short-term or liquidity position of the company is satisfactory, which means that look into the amount invested on current assets and compare it with the current liabilities. So which means that if the current assets are more and the amount available in current liabilities are equally sufficient, then we can say that the company has financed current assets out of current liabilities. The second point is that calculate the liquidity ratio, that is the current ratio. As you all know, the ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities. The standard ratio is 2:1. If the ratio is more than the standard ratio of 2:1, then we can say that the short-term solvency position of the company is satisfactory. Sometimes current assets may also be financed out of long-term debts. Then also it denotes that the solvency position is satisfactory. The third point is we should prove the long-term solvency position of the company. That is, the fixed assets may, if all the conditions that I have discussed, if it is being satisfied, then we can say that the overall financial position of the company is satisfactory. But one point you remember, students, don't give the interpretation saying that the financial statement or the financial position of the company is excellent or too good. Now we'll move on to the income statement. That is again for the comparative analysis. Firstly, compare the gross profit of two periods. If gross profit is more, then we can say that CGS is less when compared to sales, which means that a company is in a position to have a control over CGS, and a control over CGS helps the company to earn more amount of gross profit. Second point that you have to remember is compare the net profit. If net profits are more, then it indicates that the company is able to control its operating expenses. And the third point, if all the above conditions are satisfied, then we can conclude that the profitability position of the company is satisfactory. So in case of the common size balance sheet, all other points that I have discussed under comparative size balance sheet will be the same except one additional point. This is the additional point that I am discussing now. Firstly, we have to mention which company is traditionally financed. That is, if the company depends more on shareholders' funds than outsiders' funds, then it is said to be traditionally financed. Then follow the same steps that we follow in comparative balance sheet analysis, as I have already told you, while judging the short-term and long-term position. In case of now I will be teaching you how to work out problems on comparative balance sheet analysis, and this is a problem on comparative balance sheet analysis, students. So a photocopy of this problem will be sent to you along with the link. So we just let us go through the format. So this is a format, comparative balance sheet for the year ending 31st, 2010 and 2011. So you know the format, I believe. So this is the type of vertical analysis, that is vertical type. But one thing I have already told you, comparative balance sheet analysis is an example for horizontal type of analysis, wherein we are going to do the analysis horizontally. So like from left to right, okay. So they are right to left. So this is called as horizontal analysis. So this is how we are going to write the format. So I think you can just go through the format. So here you have to write the previous year and current year. Then this column will be, third column will be increase or decrease, and the last column will be increase or decrease in terms of percentage. So I will teach you the first item, that is under current assets you have cash in hand and cash at bank. Look at the previous year, it is 20,000. Current year it is 80,000. So under increase or decrease column, you have to write the increase amount. So previous year 20, current year 80,000. So it has been increased by how much? 60,000. So it is plus. If it is decreased, then you have to write it as minus. So how to calculate this percentage? The percentage calculation would be like this, students. 60,000 divided by 20,000, the base year, that is 2010 year. So after the calculation, the next part is giving the interpretation. So I am not going to discuss in detail about the interpretation, students. The photocopy of this interpretation will be sent along with the link, as I told you, along with the problem. So just keep in mind the key important factors that I have already discussed while giving the interpretation. Now we'll move on to the comparative income statement analysis. So here the format, everything remains the same. Only thing is, under particular column you have slight change. So they've given you sales. So sales for the year 2013 and 14. So you just have a close look at it. So 120% of CGS and 150% of CGS in case of 2014. So you calculate 120% on 20 lakh. This is nothing but CGS. And also 150% on 25 lakh. So you will get sales has 24 lakh and 37 lakh 50,000. Now come to next item, indirect expenses, and also the rate of income tax that is given. Okay, so indirect expenses, they mentioned 10% of gross profit. Students calculate 10% of gross profit on for both 2013 and 2014, and they've mentioned that 50% of net profit before tax. So the tax to be deducted is 50%. Look here, the calculation is like this. The format will be sales less CGS, then you'll get gross profit. From gross profit, deduct indirect expenses, and then you'll get profit before tax, and less tax, you'll get net profit after tax.